Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Yoshi Story. Last time we did the introduction to this game, got introduced to the story, learned how it worked, and did the first stage, which is by far the easiest one in this game. However, we're gonna go for all melons. The most challenging way to actually play this game. Of course, you don't have to if you want to play this game in an easier way. You can actually go for any fruit you see, skip the hearts, don't care about coins and enemies, but I do. I will try to go for an as high score as possible. Not per se the max score, that's a little bit too much to ask, but I'll try to do as best as I can. As you can see, there are 4 stages to choose from in page 2 as well. This is actually dependent on the number of hearts you have collected in the stage before that. No matter which one you did, if you've collected all 3 of the special hearts that are present in that stage, every single stage will have 3, so don't worry. Then you can actually choose from 4 stages in the next one as well. And that is how the progression through the worlds works. However, I'm gonna go for stage 1, of course, in this first run through the game. It's pretty obvious, after you've cleared a stage in a page, you're forced to the next one. You can only do 1 stage per run in every world. So, we're gonna continue with stage 1. So, even here on page 2, we're gonna continue with stage 1. We're going to pick a different color Yoshi this time, of course. Let's go for good old yellow. And his beautiful green shoes. Okay, the first true stage in this game. Nothing to the left, so don't worry. We're in a cave now. There's a couple of nipper plants here, which can give you eggs. And watch this light over here in the middle. Those are the suspicious spots you're looking for in this stage. And I don't trust the game because there's supposed to be a melon here. Apparently there's 2 secrets over here. One of them is the first melon in the stage. Now let's go see what you have to say. Bone Dragon. The Bone Dragon hates a pounding headache as much as an egg to his face. It's basically saying how we need to defeat the next mini-boss we're going to see. The name giver of the stage. Oh, hello. Sir, you are rude, just appearing out of nowhere. Ah, this must be the Bone Dragon the hint box was telling about. And like it said, it hates an egg to the face. And it also hates a pounding headache. So if we ground pound on its head, and don't wait too long because he will knock you off. But if you ground pound him, it will also damage him. And killing him will give you 5 coins. Below him is Miss Warp number 1. Might as well pick her up. Let's move on to melon number 3, which is pretty tricky because as you can see it will start floating with these nipper plants. But in such a way that it can actually fall into the abyss, so be careful about this one. If you miss this one, you need to reset the stage. If you're still working on a melon run. Poochie over here will actually point us to a secret. There's something to ground pound here. Special heart number 1. Thank you, Poochie, you've been a good help. Here's another light. Remember what I told you, these lights on the ground are secrets. This one containing some platforms. So we can go up here. And guess what we can find here? Melon number 4. There's a couple of blue blocks here. Make sure you actually destroy the final one, because that one will prevent you from hitting the Bone Dragon over here. And Shazam! You don't need to kill this guy for a heart or melons, but he does give coins, which is also a factor in your high score, of course. Here we're going to stop, because this bubble will contain a couple of stars. So, melon number 5. I'm going to ignore you guys. And here's Miss Warp number 2. A melon right beside her. Number 6 means another lucky fruit. Since we have infinite eggs, these blue blocks and the Bone Dragon behind it are not an issue. Thank you. Next hint. Find the vase. Look around, it's not too far. Can you find this special jar? Oh, even the hint boxes start rhyming now. Okay, before we deal with you, there's another melon at this light. And now we're going to deal with you. And apparently also the other way around. Ow! Screw you! This Lakitu you're going to want to take out, obviously. And as a traditional Mario game, it will leave behind his cloud. And that is what we're going to use in order to float upward to the special vase the hint box was telling us about. We have found it. Awesome. What can we find in here? Music will change. And that is because it is boss time, the three-headed bone dragon. Make sure you actually go in here with 6 eggs, because obviously you're going to need all 6 of them in order to take them out. Every single head will require 2 hits, for a total of 6. Then the main body will go away, leaving behind 3 melons. Thank you very much. That was the special vase. Let's continue to the main pathway. Should be at 10 melons at this point. If you're following along, trying to do a melon run yourself, at this point you should have 10. Keep that in mind. Couple of coins. Okay, these guys jumping around in the pits are no threat. Perhaps this one, if you want to go in the pit yourself. But you don't have to. Your tongue can also reach the melon. But what's funny about these guys is that you can actually push them out with your tongue like this. So fun playing around with these guys. You can imagine how this looked when I was younger. Okay. Before going into the vase, and there's also another light over here. And apparently I'm not getting the sweet spot. But now I do. Melon number 12. Before going into the vase, the lucky fruit that you will receive here will leave a coin trail behind. So pick up these coins first if you're going to go for a high score. There's plenty of them here, so don't skip out on them. So this lucky fruit right before the vase is definitely not wasted. Otherwise it would have been. Because if you go to the next page, when in super happy form, as you can see it will run out. You're not able to bring super happy mood to another page in this game. Let's go see what we can find in here. Just some boring fruit. There's another light here. And apparently this one does not have a secret. More blue blocks. Ooh, that was an awesome shot. 3 at once. Yeah, the trick is to actually aim your cursor right before the blue blocks. And therefore the explosion can get multiple, as you can see. If you get a direct shot, it will just destroy the block it is hitting and nothing more. And I'm out of eggs now, so guys, please help me. There's no reason why you guys are here. Question mark switch. Step on it and look around to see what has changed. Hurry, it won't last long. Okay, the equivalent of the P switch from Mario, it looks like. Step on this thing. In this case, a special heart will appear. And the timer will start going, so you need to be quick about this. This one's still being relatively easy, as you can see. But later on, a couple of very tricky ones will appear. Trust me. This is only the first one. Now we're gonna go into this main room, which can also be reached by heading right in the previous split pathway I took. We'll just end up a little bit higher, but it's still the same room. This one will contain a couple of melons, so allow me. And number 14 as well, higher up to the left, right over here. And now let's go to the right wall. At the center of the right wall you will actually find a couple of question mark bubbles. Both of them will be melons. So 15 and 16. More than halfway done. Also still need one more heart. Even though I technically don't need them for the next stage, because stage number 1 on every page is unlocked by default. But come on, it's a 100% let's play, so of course we're also going to get all of the special hearts. Even in stage 1. Warp number 3. And another jar. This one leading to the next minigame of this game. And this is one we already know. This is the one that got explained in the practice, remember? The delivery minigame. 7 melon boxes will appear. Need to stack them up, all 7. And then make sure we reach the end. Oh, be careful. This time we have hindrances. Oh, help! Not entirely the way I planned. But apparently I was still able to reach it. This should bring us to 23. Ooh, and another letter. R. In the last stage we actually found a Y. After the minigame, this time an R. The game might be spelling something. I think I'll keep track of that. We end up all the way at the bottom part of the previous room. And this is a secret. Oh, I think I need to shoot this one. Yeah, that's the reason why the coins were arranged in that way. But anyway, that was number 24. Here should be number 25. 5 to go. I'm pretty sure all of these platforms actually have melons. So this should be 28. Let's see if we can actually get up here. We have not been above yet. Here's a bubble, and this should be the final one. Yeah. However, you might think, hey, here's the final one. Let's grab it and we're done. But this time around, we're actually not going to do that. Right besides Miss Warp number 4 over here, we can actually go even further left and find ourselves another new secret. This tulip over here, we can actually use in order to turn into egg form and launch yourself upwards. And here you will actually find a giant secret black egg. Ooh. In order to find out what it is, we need to finish the stage, of course. With the egg still in tow. But before I do, I first need to go over here, because there's still the matter of the third special heart. In that sense, I'm pretty sure I did not really plan this stage out too well. We've already ended up at the 30th melon. And we're not done with the stage yet. But here you can actually find it. There's a secret vase over here. And if you go in it, you will find out... The game forces us to use up all of our eggs. There's another bone dragon. And this one, because of the game forcing us to give up all of our eggs, we need to take down by ground pounding. Also a trick we know, so it's not going to be a problem. No, stupid platform. Come on, don't want to die over here. Luckily there's a health flower over here, so don't have to worry about that. Bam! No, that was already the final hit. Did not count on that. But anyway, the moment you take him out, in the sky will spawn the final special heart. And with that, we are completely done with the stage. We have the secret black egg. We have all 3 of the hearts. All we're missing is that one final melon. But we know where it is. At the bottom of this room. Best way to actually get there quickly is to use the warps. However, I did not go there the regular way yet, so I might as well also show that off. Right up here. This is where we were last time, but last time we went to warp number 3 over there for the minigame. Oh, there's also a tulip here. And therefore some explanation. Taste a tulip. Taste the tulip to turn Yoshi into an egg. Cancel with the B button, move the control stick to power up the egg, and release it to launch Yoshi where you aimed. Use the tulip to launch Yoshi to new heights and discover lofty secrets. Yeah, like a black egg, for instance. But here's the official explanation of how it works. We aim, and we shoot. Oh, awesome, even! It's the final melon. How appropriate. Page 2, stage 1, 30 melons. Melon complete! So, that was stage 2. Also still a pretty easy one, but it was the first one where the game truly got started, you might say. Pretty good score, 3,000 points for melons, like I pointed out last time. The biggest factor by far when it comes to your high score. So that is definitely, no matter what, something you're going for. If the high score is your goal. For a total of 11,026 after 2 stages. Time for the story. Let's spread the love. As they continued to look for happiness, the Yoshis got lost in a dark cave. Inside lived Bone Dragon. If the Yoshi stayed, they'd surely be eaten. They escaped, of course. No Yoshi wants to become lunch for a dragon. Nobody wants to be lunch for a dragon. The page turned, and the Yoshis grew happier. So, page number 3. A lot more light in this one. Page 3 is going to be Summit. However, looking at my time, I think I'm going to do that one next time. We're approaching 15 minutes. And yeah, 15 minutes is about the time it takes to clear the stages in this game, as you might have noticed. The first one was relatively short, but the other ones are going to be around this length and sometimes even longer. And therefore I think I'm gonna switch around doing one or 2 stages per episode. This time I'm going to do only 1, therefore having a little bit of a shorter episode, but next time I'll compensate that by doing 2. Sounds like a plan to me. Otherwise I'm going to end up with nothing but 30-minute episodes, and that's also something I don't want. So next time I'm going to continue doing 2 stages, starting with page 3, here in the clouds. Thanks for watching, and see you folks in the next episode of Yoshi Story. Treecks out.